Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final Mappool showcase for the 3-digit World Cup. This is going to be the grand finals Mappool showcase. We've got a bunch of wonderful maps here for you. Some custom, some not as it is. We've had a bunch of mappers working really hard, a bunch of playtesters working really hard, and of course, Nick working really hard. Nick, how are you doing today?
I wanna die, but at least I had some French fries. I'm happy.
Hell yeah. Shoutouts French fries.
Let's get into the first custom, actually, of the pool. Nomad 1.
Nomad 1 Moonscraper, a Kirigiri custom Kirigiri. Kind of a very established aim mapper throughout the scene, I feel. Love to see this Grand Finals 3WC custom.
Yeah, I got him in specifically for the Grand Finals Nomad 1. And it turned out basically as expected.
Yeah, I mean, Grand Finals Nomad 1, I think there's a pretty clear vision that everybody has on what that looks like. Especially if you're getting a mapper known for mapping Grand Finals Nomad 1.
Also, banger song. I forget if there's an actual map of this already, like a ranked map.
I feel like I've heard this song around, so I want to say yes, but I'm not completely sure.
So stepping it up a little bit with the BPM to 20. But should be no issue since it's pretty much completely raw aim.
Okay, there is a ranked map by Arch.
Alright, that one. Yeah.
But yeah, I know some people were around saying that that last week's Nomad 1 was a little bit easy, and I think this Nomad 1 quite solves it. This is going to be far from free for most players here.
7.86 stars. I think that's local because I remember the sighting being 774 on upload. Yeah, not going as hard as open rank tournaments, but still pretty hard. Also deceptively hard. Like I feel like if people remember the Kirigiri map from qualifiers, that was also like deceptive a little bit. It looked way harder.
Of course.
Way harder
That's the
than
thing about aim, is it's all feel. You can't really judge off the look.
Yeah. Kirigiri nailed it for this custom.
Yeah, big Kirigiri fan personally.
Also, once again, the replay done by our streamer.
Let's go, Hoke! Big fan. You love the streamer replay. You love the last minute replay crunch that always exists. Just everybody hands on deck getting replays out.
Those big stars are very scary. Hi.
For sure. Hello, Hoke. Yeah, as you said, just honestly Turbo Banger song. Big fan of Get in the Ring. I think there's not enough Get in the Ring on this too, actually. I feel like I haven't seen anything by them.
Also, a little shout out to Kirigiri for this slider. I have a previous version where he did last year's logo instead, which is a lot more complex. Shout outs to the slider art.
Love the slider, right? Let's move on into the Nomad 2 here. Classic Flow Aim streams.
Probably a map that people have not heard of that much. Weird. There's a collab between Beard and Enryotoki. Enryotoki might be a bit more of a familiar name. Beard is a student of Mazarin. And I got in on the prospect that he maps LMT/Mazarin type streams. And he delivered. This is our second custom of the pool. Also, look at that! Look at that artist combo.
I just want to say, this is our second Toho custom of our two customs we've seen so far, the 2 maps we've seen so far. So, already a fire pool. But yeah, the artist combo was kind of awesome. Unlucky Morpheus and Undead Corporation. That just sounds right.
Yeah, big thing to look out for in this map is loads of 1/3 sections. Here it was like tiny jumps, but there's like, we're gonna see coming up some very long stream sections in 1/3, which is like what BPM is it on 210? Like 160? Yeah, these longer, just slow and focus section.
Yeah, that's what I imagine might catch some people out just because, you know, you're going to have to sort of slow down from the 210. 210, you're obviously going to put your best stamina play as possible on this. And then having to slow down is something that, you know, maybe they're not quite ready for. Obviously, practice is going to be the key with this one. Practicing the pool in a grand finals should be the expected, but I've seen some crazy players.
And then after the low cooldown, the raw 250 BPM streams come in, 210 I mean, come in. Just to remind you that it's not just a 150 or 160 BPM stream map, it's actually 210.
Of course. Thank you, by the way, to Malashevsky for this replay.
Yeah, we had to wake up our best player for most of the replays in here.
Of course.
Also,
that's the method, right?
Man.
You need replays. You just ping the best player and you say, "I need you now."
Yeah, that's basically what we did. Banger song, banger map, honestly.
True. This one, I believe. Oh, I can't remember the name of the original track because all I think is Genryu Kaiko.
River Styx.
River. No,
River Styx.
Isn't that the Devatori version?
Oh no. Gotta investigate this one.
Phantasmagoria Flower View, though. That's what I do know. That's the Toho game that's from.
Yeah, that's a game this is from.
Let's move on into No Mod 3 before I lose my mind trying to remember this song. And it's going to be a bit of a crazy one. 5 minutes long marathon map, Love the Subhuman Self, mapped by Zach.
Pretty much what, like, just everything a standard old map should have. Loads of snap, loads of flow, really fun map, really fun song. It just has everything. It may be 5 minutes, but it's 5 minutes of banger.
Of course, it does have sort of these elements of a smaller, faster pattern aim to it. That's just, you know, kind of the result of Zach's style. You see small little bits of aim control mixed with small little bits of flow. As you said, kind of the culmination of No Mod 3, so to speak.
Yeah, a couple cooldown sections like this one. Because like that intro is extremely raw. It just puts you into the map straight away. But then a little cooldown section.
The song choice on this one, by the way, is incredible. incredible as well.
We need more maps from Guilty Gear soundtracks.
Yeah, I need Arc System songs in general. I just need to see more of in OS2. They've been here. They've been present. We saw Nomad 3 was Blaze Blue in the finals, but I just need more. I need more mappers on this.
Yeah, here's the main chorus, the main juice of the map. And then back into what we saw in the intro, that's 4-note snap. Do watch out for those little 1/6 mixed in throughout every now and then. There's also a guitar solo coming up, which will feature a couple more of those 1/6. But still, all the difficulty comes from those huge snaps. Just that aim control you need.
Of course, and the aim control is a constant throughout this map. You see, especially those patterns where you have to really quickly switch the velocity of your cursor, going from super high spacing to super low spacing very, very fast. It's something that sort of makes up the challenge of this map, and the length of this map tests out the consistency of that quite a lot.
Here's a little bit of that crazy solo. Very
Right there, Smarty's finding a miss. Can't blame him there. Somewhat of a finger control element in this guitar solo is you have to start tapping the 1/6 a little bit intermittently. It's not too much, but you know, like watch out basically.
So while we wait for this map to finish, because of course, like 5-minute map. The original song from the Noble 2 is Higan Retour, Riverside View.
Yes! Okay, thank you. Oh, I was losing my mind.
Yeah, that's where the Demetori song I was thinking of, like View of River Styx. That's where the name originates from, the Riverside View.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm glad we got that.
Yeah, here we're just gonna see a repeat of what we saw at the start, and somewhere in the middle of the map. It is a little bit bumped up, a little bit harder for this ending.
There we go. That is Nomad 3 done. The polar opposite to Finals Nomad 3 in terms of length.
Yeah, just going from the fucking TV size one into the marathon one. Pretty funny.
And yet both Arc System songs, which is kind of awesome. But let's move on into Nomad 4, which guess what is another custom map. This one by Slice.
Some by Slice, but unfortunately due to him having to rush out into his military service again.
That was it for me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, due to him being unavailable, I've in his seat I've done some edits to the map based on feedback and uploaded it myself. So don't be fooled by the map by Nick. It is actually Slice who mapped this. I cannot map deck. That's another crewmate, but upside down, he's venting.
Oh my god. That's horrible that you just said that. Not venting.
But yeah, hard
Hammer?
tech map. Yes, very hard. He's building the spaceship. That's the concept.
Oh wait, that's fire.
A huge 1/6 section here.
Yeah, hard tech, as you said. Sly's, you know, one of those people who I feel is up and coming in the tech mapper scene, who's, you know, making bigger and bigger waves. Started out as sort of a contest mapper, now making a little more custom sport tournaments, including 3WC here.
Yeah,
It's
he's
great
been
to see him
around
working
for
on
a
this
while. He's been around for a while. He's just been a little bit not really playable.
Yeah. No,
honestly.
I've been familiar with Slides for a long time, from before the tech era. But it's great to see him more and more making sick ass tech for tournaments.
Yeah, we're growing him into it.
Hell yeah. And thank you, Slides, for that custom Nomad 4. Let's move on into the Nomad 5 here.
The Americans are probably familiar with this map. I think it was some American tournament. Either NADT or the 1v1. I have no idea.
I don't remember it being
Yeah.
in a DT, but NAT sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit too hard for hidden or free mod. So here we go. In no mod.
Yeah, this one, AR8, sort of big, kind of old patterning reading. This is, you know, your Kirby mix map, basically. Star Red Kirby, 86, absolute classic.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the date. This is a recent by the name. This is a recent upload.
What?
But, however, you cannot tell from the map. It is
That's what we
actually
love
just
about Kirby. 2021. Oh, it was a custom for NET 2021? That's
yeah.
awesome. NET and its tradition of just finding some old mapper to revive just to get one map out of them. Thank you again to Malashevsky for this replay. I don't believe we mentioned who did the Nomad 4 replay either.
Nomad 4, that was Malisesti.
Okay, awesome.
Nomad 3, however, that was Smarty. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be seeing Smarty again on a couple other maps. It's mostly him and Malisesti in this. Those are the two people with the skill cap for this Mappool in our playtesting team.
Of course. I mean, you have Smarty, OWC, Grand's player, Malashevsky.
Yep.
So it makes sense. That's going to be it for Nomad 5. Let's move on into Hidden 1 here.
Hidden 1. This might be also a little familiar for players. I think the picture of this map is quite well known. Hello, Toho.
True.
Yo, wait, Galaxy Collapse, yo.
Shoutouts. Yeah, oh yeah, I was about to say it. Let's go. I love Galaxy collabs. draw the emotional range of Hey No Alien. 3-minute long, Isomere D'Angelo, sort of awkward aim map, high BPM, 208.
Quite more awkward than the Isomere map we had in semis, I think. That was one with the Isomere map.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This one is a lot more awkward and also obviously a lot harder mechanically. And just a little bit of everything harder. As it should be. Once again, replayed by Malizashi.
Yeah, not much to talk about on this map. Of course, we've got the Malashevsky replay. For the most part, it's gonna be what you expect. You know an Isomere map, you know this one.
Do watch out for that little speed up there. And just the end of the 1/3 section and suddenly you're hit by... Bitch, that's a 1/6.
Alright, 3WC Grand Finals predictions. Someone breaks there and their team loses the map because of it.
Unlucky.
It'd be the funniest thing ever. Of course, I mean, looking at the teams that we have in, these are basically just OWC caliber players playing in 3WC at this point, and so I really don't doubt that most of them are going to be able to hit through this map just fine, even with weird speed ups and such.
Yeah, the three teams that are left are so good. Like, if Korea is the one in... I'm pretty sure Korea is the one that's the most nerfed. Because they're losing... Like, they've lost Garcher, they've lost Peresia from the OWC roster. But they're the ones in winners finals. That's kind of crazy.
That's just how it happens sometimes.
And ending it off on that spinner. Surely there'll be no spinner battles. Surely not. Surely not. Hidden 2. Hidden 2's a fun one. I think people might be familiar with this from when it was unranked. It was a pretty popular map, I'm pretty sure, for a long while. Last year at some point it got ranked. And oh, here we go. It's like the perfect thing for what I pull in my Hidden 2s or Hidden 3 in the more conventional slot pooling.
Of course, your 150 BPM Hidden Tech map. Of course, another replay by Malashevsky.
I mean,
super centric on all the tech elements, a lot of the control that we see in this map. This one also really heavy flow as well. You have your control elements tech, but then you have patterns like this.
Yeah, then you have this section.
So much on your flow.
You have this section just introducing. Yeah, as I say in chat, just clip farm map.
Of course.
No breath of leash.
This is the one where one person gets an FC on it, and that discussion lasts until the next 3WC.
To be fair, this FC from Melissa is just kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, clip farm map.
Those big snaps are very brutal on hidden as well.
100%. This kind of map absolutely works in hidden just because of the challenge of being a hidden comfort test. Whereas hidden 3, which is going to be your low AR reading slot, this is fairly high AR. It's 9.7 and mostly just testing to make sure you're comfortable flowing on hidden, which some of these players even at this level still aren't.
That pattern probably will also decide a match.
Chain miss. All right, let's move on into the hidden 3 here. Find your way up map by Jones. Sorry,
How do you like Guilty Gear?
I love Guilty Gear. Thank you.
I remember pulling the top lift, the actual Jones End map of this as a hidden one somewhere. And recently, I was looking for low AR maps, and I saw this got updated, and I actually to my beloved with his low AR mapping, up and coming low AR mapper. You should check out his maps. He has a diff now on this.
That is sick indeed. Actually, the real, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. Not a mapper I'm personally familiar with, but I am a big fan of this so far.
He's a newer Russian mapper.
That's sick. Love to see all the up-and-coming mappers in these really hard pools.
And low BPM, low AR, not low aim. Loads of that low aim, but it's really like, do not miss on that, please.
That's so brutal.
Tragic. Loads of flow and snap. But it's basically an alt map, but a bit lower BPM than your regular alt map. Yeah, very brutal.
All the way through. Brutal for sure. It's gonna be it for it. The hidden 3.
A familiar song for Hard Rock 1, but probably not a familiar map.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, when they hear this song, their first thought is the Barking Mad Dog map, but this is actually mapped by Synchro.
Yeah, the Barking Mad Dog, that was the BMD one, that was a scrapped OWC node one, right?
I am not entirely sure personally.
If I remember correctly, that was supposed to be Grand Finals number 1 that year in OWC. But it got scrapped for the Katagiri custom. Also mapped by BMD. But then community tournaments took notice of that map. And that's how it got popular next. Yeah. But this is the ranked version. This is the synchro map set. 210 BPM, aim, consistency, couple streams throughout, the usual stuff.
You know, I didn't actually realize that Futa Musa was a custom song.
I mean, you can tell by the fact that it's not Mashcore.
Okay, true. I mean, it still has just a random Butatame song behind it, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a mashup of like 30 different songs. It's not Katagiri just going crazy mode.
Going, what anime songs can I speed up and put behind a loud-ass breakcore beat today? That's not an insult, by the way. It's a compliment. It's fire.
We love Katagiri.
I love Katagiri so much.
Yeah, 3 minutes of just this little 1/3 section.
Unfortunately, that was the section is where Smarty breaks.
It's very unfortunate that he breaks on the very end of it as well. Not just somewhere in the middle, just at the very end.
Right on the slowdown, that hurts.
Slow slider. Anyone gonna break there?
It can't be, right? Really, I don't think anybody reads.
Oh, I think that candy just died. Oh, we back?
My Discord crashed. That was so cool.
Happens. I've already had my daily crash, so I'm good.
Hell yeah. You know what? That was my warm-up crash.
Oh no! Hard Rock ruined the heart ruined by Hard Rock. Now it's just a ball sack.
The classic. Let's move on into Hard Rock 2.
This score kinda nutty.
Alright, I can't say I know this map off the dome, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take a guess. Looking at Neil Perry here, Hard Rock Tech Plot.
And this is I just have no words for this score. We'll just have seen this Hard Rock for a showcase just casually.
Just what he does.
Yeah, Jester, probably a familiar map again with turny people. Especially, I remember playing the lower diffs a lot in tournaments, like 3 years ago when I was 5-digit. And I'm pretty sure this top diff has also been pulled in the normal 4 slot a couple times. But Hard Rock is just obscene on this.
Yeah, I mean that we've kind of reached the point in player skill where we're fully in a 3-digit tournament. This No Mod 4 as an insane Hard Rock 2.
And loads of aim control, having to aim those sliders, like getting those sliders is so brutal. And then you'll see in the coming up section, space doubles.
These streams are somewhat awkward as well. The longer bursts, they're not quite comfortable to hit, especially when you're playing with the classic CS 5.2 AR10. OD10 becomes much more like exponentially difficult, and as these sliders speed up, this is going to be Break City.
Couple more of those doubles, but slowly reducing in the spacing. And you thought it was over, but oh no, now you have to do it again.
Of course, only half of the map. This map is really long. 4 minutes 16 seconds for this Hard Rock Tech pick, especially of this caliber, is insane.
Second half here, basically just a repeat. Little build up. We're gonna see a couple of those cut doubles again a little bit. And here we go back into the sliders.
Yeah, this map consistently brutal throughout with only that one little break section before you just get back into consistently hard tech. I doubt we're going to see any FCs on this weekend. This is going to be the one that you pick praying that the other team breaks more than you.
You never know about the FCs with some of the players left.
You never know, but it's the grand finals nerves, I think.
We'll have to see next week in the matches.
It's true. You never know. Never over till it's over.
Yeah, that's it. Back for a little cooldown here with the double set reducing spacing. And of course the spinner turned it off. What an insane replay, actually.
Yeah, that's the Malashevsky classic, really. Just setting the most insane random replay out of nowhere. And then we just have to move on to Hard Rock 3 anyways. And pretend that doesn't matter.
Hard Rock 3. A familiar song, but a very new map of it. Which was uploaded like 2 weeks ago. Ancient, you might know him as either the Boomer mapper or the guy who mapped the CAF X Oresama song from Cortez Close this week.
Yeah, Ancient kind of on the comeback, honestly.
Yeah, he's been back for the past year or so, and his maps are still as good. And just like his Cortez Close precision map, a little bit of a banger here. Loads of these little spaced, not exactly spaced, but not stacked triples. And the accelerating bursts.
Yeah, this one, of course, your CS 6.5. Just like last week, it's got a lot of those, quick snap elements, especially off the kick sliders, that make, position just a little bit harder, so that you kind of don't have to dip below the CS 6.5. You can kind of stay on that while also keeping it still very difficult and precise. Also, we should say this is another replay by Smarty. Can't have Malashevsky taking over the whole tournament.
Obviously, he will take his skill set, even if it's hard dog. That deck map is his. He owns that.
He does own that. You're right.
Yeah, Smarty putting up with a pretty good score actually on this. Oh, that's such a sad miss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It happens.
A map.
Sure.
also quite lengthy. A little bit of length in the harder pool this week. But hey, the hidden pool is quite short. DT pool short by being DT, obviously. And honestly, length doesn't matter with this many bangers.
Of course, I'm gonna have to agree with you hard right there. All right, let's move on. Speaking of DT, into the DT pool. DT1 Rave Boy.
Unfortunately, had to kill something else that I was cooking for this. But hey, Rave Boy is also a good cook.
Unfortunate, but yeah, Rave Boy AR 10.5. Kind of reaching the point where players can't rely on just 10.3 comfort anymore. Some players are going to be tripped up on this. Not every player is going to be comfortable on AR 10.5. It's going to be a big defining factor of this DT1. You can't just throw your regular aim rosters. You have to think about who's actually comfortable aiming this.
And lots of pattern aim. A couple bursts throughout. 5-node bursts. Not pure aim. And then this 1/3 section. It's not just pure aim. It is more of a consistency map. And also, of course, at 10.5. Quite harder than people probably expect out of tournaments, but it is, like, with difficulty going up, BPM is also going up, AR should also go up.
Of course. I believe that's starting to become a little bit of a trend with 2023 pools is DT1s aren't getting hard capped at 10.3 anymore. Poolers are exploring their options. 3WC included. Shout out to Malashevsky for this replay, by the way. That beautiful shake on that stream.
Yeah, this has a decent amount of DTSs on the solo leaderboard. So it's like, they should be a bit confident, quite confident on this as a map itself. Obviously, playing 10.5 in tournament setting is a little more nerve-wracking. But that extra comfort of the map itself should help a bit.
Yeah. Now let's move on into DT2. It's going to be your speed stamina map. It's Magic Girl map by Yokespie.
And last week's DT2, if you remember that stream at the end, the quite longer stream, this has that but a couple more times. And a little, wait, is it higher BPM? I think it's about the same BPM.
Magical Storm was 2 BPM higher, actually.
Unlucky.
If I remember correctly, this map was also played in the Roundtable Qualifier tournament.
Players probably familiar with this map then.
For
Yeah,
sure.
not a huge step up from last week compared to stuff like Hard Rock 2. However, this is left-hand torture as I see in Twitch chat right now.
Of course, there is also some weirder aim elements to the streams. You can't just turn brain off and tap. You do have to kind of stay focused, keep both hands ready just in case, because these streams aren't like the easiest flow aim in the world. There's some weird angles to them.
Also, I love the duality of a mapper. We had the Yokespie numbered 5 earlier in the tournament, with what he himself said are just made up rhythms, into DT2, one of the most stale box standard slots you can map for.
Of course. This one, it features some filler rhythm. He's still out here making up rhythms. It's okay.
He's still making up rhythms, but I mean,
What he does
it's a DT2. Half the time you don't even notice that it's a filler rhythm. Your fingers just move on their own. They just do the stream anyways. Also, classic song. Another Tofu song.
Bro, I love Magic Girl, dude. Such a banger.
I need to see the original. That one's such an... I like how the original is an aim map, and then you have this as DT2.
Of course. The speed map ever. That's going to be it for DT2. Let's move ourselves right on into DT3.
Heard you guys like TV size maps.
Let's go! 1 minute 18 seconds, my beloved.
Yeah, sticking to that AR8 DT. Obviously, not everything needs to be high AR. Starting a little inflated. This is not actually 8.3 stars in difficulty. Yeah, loads of bursts in this middle section.
Yeah, the inflation is just present. Speed SR. It just happens. You can't trust it. This one also, you know, a bit of an old map, bit of old map aim, but for the most part is very present on the sort of finger control element with the very fast tapping.
Yeah, that pseudo old mapping, the more geometric style that you can expect from Nissan and a little bit from Lucent. And a couple other mappers nowadays.
Of course. Let's move on into DT4, the final map of the DT pool. It is going to be the Collab Insane of Kalakla.
Yeah, going from that also to the really modern mapping. I mean, not the really modern. Obviously, there's even more fucked slider stuff. But yeah, you know what I mean. Color between Icer and Elix. Obviously,
would you look at that? A chili repair replay.
Yes, a chili repair replay. He was active during the entire replay making, but this is the only thing he managed to get. Poor guy got skill capped already.
Unfortunate.
Also, half his replay is stolen. Like, half his possible replay is stolen by Malisechi.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Malisechi.
Yeah, finger control, aim control. High, relatively higher, like 10.3. People still call that high, even though you can go way higher.
For sure. I mean, we'll get there one day.
One day, the entire DT pool will be AR11.
True! That'd be fine. Very heavy on its finger control elements. Kind of to a degree, a DT tech pick, but being low SR, it can't be too techy. For the most part, it's finger control.
Yeah, it is techy, but also, indeed, with that finger control, lots of those 4-node bursts. That can trip up a lot of people. So I just saw an 8-node as well.
Those even numbered bursts, man, they always catch people out. is going to be it for DT4 and the DT pool in general. Thank you get the chillier pair for that replay as we get into free mod 1.
Who's this guy? Who's this chemo guy?
I don't know, dude. Just, like, showed up one day and just didn't leave. I don't know. Of course, Ultimer. Chemo map, if you're familiar with chemo maps, you already know exactly what this is going to be. This is going to be your 260 BPM free mod speed pick.
Not the most hard dog friendly. This was, I think, 4WC 1 or 2 years ago.
4WC 2022 Grand Final number 5. But yeah, as you said, not terribly hard rock friendly. But I mean, that's just how it's gonna be with this late round speed here. This is going to be the one where you place your best speed player on Hard Rock and your second best speed player on No Mod, just to pray that they don't mess up on the hidden.
Big burst section here. There's where the BPM it's actually 230 I think in the first half, and then it increases to 260 at the end here, but it's less stream heavy, more burst heavy.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was a little confused how the stack could be 260, but if it's variable, that makes more sense. Show us variable BPM. All right, let's move on into free mod 2.
The return of Smarty. Bringing us this, not exactly old. It's a little mix. It's like half speed. It's a 240 BPM. But just more burst heavy. More of a consistency, awkward type map.
Yeah, this is going to be the sort of the mechanics all-rounders check. Where you do have the burst, but they're not as present as the free mod 1. Rather, it is the awkward aim element that really comes out in this map. Thank you again, as you said, to Smarty for this replay. It's an LMT map as well. Which, you know, the LMT non-no mod 2 is always pretty interesting.
And this is the type of map where, I mean, it's not exactly speed. Like you have a couple 1/3s mixed in throughout. Not as much as the nomads do, for somehow.
Yeah, this is literally an all-rounder map.
Yeah, you just have a little bit of everything.
This is the tiebreaker free mod. Thank you.
It actually does remind me of some tiebreakers that are like when you're going to high level tiebreakers, but don't go the tech route.
Yeah, I mean, as you get into the high level mechanics tiebreakers, you kind of have to abandon the quote non-speed BPMs. You have to run like a 240 tiebreaker and just like hope that nobody gets mad. Or even I've seen some like 270 mechanics TVs before that swear that they're not alt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not too much left to say about this map. It's basically the same thing throughout that we've seen just in like the first 30 seconds of the map, honestly. Awkward aim, 240 bursts. A very hard challenge, just to test all your all-rounder players on. Make sure everyone's doing well. Kind of a nurse check map in some sense. But that's gonna be it for free mod 2. Let's get into the free mod 3. Your anti-mod pick, I believe.
Yeah, this CS5 AR8, a little bit higher than CS5. 5.3, I think, again. Just like last week. You are now breathing manually.
Oh no, I am.
Thankfully, the background is an explanation to help.
Breathing tutorial. Let's go. Now, this one originally featured in Corsair's Open 2022. Don't remember what round.
Yeah, I probably semis, knowing the skill level.
Feels semifinals. No, this was actually in finals.
Yeah. It had to be either semis or finals. So. Yeah, big boy precision, low AR hidden. And probably easiable map.
Probably.
Not as easy favorite as the KDG Star map that we just had. However, quite I could see it happen. I can see some Tsubagis going on it. Hello, Wonderland Cup.
GM. That's an oopsie. Whatever. I'll just ignore it. It's just a crossover event. It's fine.
3WCX Wonderland Cup crossover.
Yeah. Where all that happens is Wonderland Cup just shows up in the 3WC showcase and gets nothing in return.
Should have coordinated a custom map. It gets uploaded like on Sunday and it's used in both tourneys.
No. Yeah, I can talk about it just because it's not happening. I was actually gonna do that. I was gonna make a custom for Corsair's clothes that I would use in Wonderland Cup right after, but I just decided I didn't want to make it.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing the diff name. I think I know what you're talking about.
No. That was 3 billion stars too hard for Wonderland Cup.
True, actually. Anyways, tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for the free mod pool. Let's move in on the tiebreaker. Grabenschrift der Goter. I mapped this for a charity tournament, Lazy and Ben's charity tournament 2022. This one's a custom song from Expert Global Taiko Showdown, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's in the background.
Oh, perfect! Shout out to background! Little story about this background. So I actually had a different background to this map originally, but somehow that background was corrupted. And so we found out, by the way, in mid-match, they went to do a TV showcase, and none of them could download the map because nobody practiced the tiebreaker. So I had to fix the background while commentating the grand finals, and just use this, which was the background for the Taiko set.
I love how the overlay says it's 400 BPM.
What?
Okay, team, we speed cup now.
How? Where? If I remember correctly, this is on one red line. I don't think that red line is 400. No. Wait, there maybe might be more than one red line. Yeah, the website says 200. That's really funny.
It is very interesting.
But yeah, this one pretty straightforward. Standard tech. There's a lot of bursts all throughout. Nothing like crazy long stream wise. But after this break, we're kind of get into something that's this map's specialty, sort of, in a really weird 1/3 aim section. You kind of see it starting up here. This is where the breaks tend to come out on this map. So Smarty, awesome replayer, holding through it so hard. Here comes the main aim section. Of course, really fast speed up patterns. I want to say that's 1/6 on top of the 1/3, so you're basically doubling your tapping speed. That might be where the 400 comes from.
Good. I mean, I have also open. I can just check it.
True. Oh, there's a section at the end at 3 minutes 51 seconds that just speeds up to 400 for some reason.
Probably a unnecessary red tick for standard. It's mostly a Taiko thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
the
will
overlay
say-
just takes max BPM. So the single red tick in the
I
middle of
see.
for like 10 seconds is the entire map BPM now. Unlucky.
I will say, apologies for being American. I have no idea how to pronounce the title. I saw some people get mad at chat. My bad.
Grab and shift der Gutter.
Sure.
I'm bad at German pronunciation, but good enough.
Oh, I know where it is. There's some like stuff that looks like 1/8, I think. Maybe? No? Okay. I think those streams literally were the 400.
Picture we've passed it already.
Cool. Yeah, this map, not too much hard left. There is a repeat of the intro section, basically, but it's not particularly hard. I mean, the main difficulty of this section is those cuts, which at this point you've hit about 1 billion in this map already. They shouldn't be too great to try and hit.
Holy shit, guy.
Oh my gosh, slider. And that is going to be it for the 3-digit World Cup Grand Finals Mappool Showcase.
As mentioned in chat, the DT3 was indeed used last year. I am very sorry, my memory is extremely bad. We've already replaced it.
Oh, perfect.
You'll
Shout out to last minute replacements.
shout out to last minute replacements. Good luck indeed to the remaining teams. It's gonna be some banger matches.
Of course, South Korea in the winners bracket and the United States versus Hong Kong in the losers bracket this coming weekend. Very, very exciting stuff. As mentioned, the DT3 is being replaced with Power of Dream, not by Nissan. But for us, that is going to be all. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you this weekend.